Monday night. In the place to be. You now rocking with Ultra for that FOC. And there is the background singer known as Kitty. What up, everybody? Welcome to the Secret Variant. Never say when, Nate. Never, ever, ever say when. That's right. See, Kitty agrees too. Welcome to the Secret Variant, everybody. This is your host, the ULTRA MAXIMUS, and remember, it's not just a name, it's also a lifestyle. Welcome to another edition of the Secret Variant, everybody. And this time, of course, is for your final orders due on 11/29/2021. So let's get this thing cranking. I think the camera's working. I tested it. It was working before. But you guys are the greatest. You know why? Because we've successfully broached that 1,000 subscriber mark, which has now prompted me to start doing LLC paperwork. But the Ultra box is still getting packed with additional goodies. And again, all of you guys will be eligible for winning the massive comic book box that is basically a starter collection, whatever you want to call it. You know, there's some 9/8s in there. There's some not 9/8s in there, but you know what? There's still a ton of amazing books, some rare variants, and just some good stuff for people. You know, so it's my giveaway and give back to you guys in the community for supporting my content, and of course, what up to y'all in the live chat? Good to see you. And it's a chill synth wave this evening that is provided by our friends over there at Whitebat Audio. So Carl Casey at Whitebat Audio does amazing things. You can subscribe to his channel on YouTube. He's got Spotify. He's also got a website, whitebataudio.com. But you know what? I just give him credit because he said as long as we give him credit, we can use his stuff. How about that? Hello from San Diego Airport. Wow, Eddie Bear, thanks for joining us here. That's amazing. So Mr. Herd S. Eric is hopefully in the live chat here too. If he's not, you guys should go check out his content over there at IG. Him and Mel V, of course, doing the wonderful thing that is the Melcast. He's Drunken Chat's Rookie of the Year. And, you know, we got to have Mel back on before the end of the year. I know his work schedule's changed. Mine too. ComicBarricade.com, of course, is that thing to keep your books upright inside your cardboard boxes. And if you didn't know, you can also use this code ULTRA for 10% off your orders, which is an amazing thing when you're sorting through those books in time for Christmas. And, seeing where that takes you, huh? Shout out to Valiant Comics for that wonderful book I posted on my IG. And if you don't follow me on the IG, maybe you should go over there and follow me on IG. But you should also follow ValiantComics.com. For their giveaways that they do provide here on this channel, and of course some other places too, and of course, man, they're on eBay. So if you're back issue buying, you know you're in good hands. And then of course they've got their own website, so you should check out All Points. I've been doing big things and a big supporter of your boy Ultra here, and some of my spec calls and some of these things that I do. But you know what? Super Chat isn't active because, you know, they made me do the whole, hey, man, we need your information because, IRS basically hired a whole bunch of people and YouTube is helping them. So, anyway, paypal.me/UltraMaximus. And then the Spec Matrix, of course, has provided a couple of videos. And if you don't know about these two videos, well, I'm not going to tell you what they are, but you should take a look at these pictures right here and go find those thumbnails, because they're amazing. And of course, if you saw my last Raw report, which was where I talk about my pickups and my mail drops, well, the last one was just this past Wednesday, and it's a good one. And you can see some of the books that I'm buying and picking up. So it's good. It's good stuff to be had for everybody around. And of course, right now, make sure you click that notification bell for notifications. Leave me a comment below if you're watching on the rewind. But if you're watching live, of course, live chat is active for subscriber mode only this evening. Like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you subscribe to the channel, you may comment within 5 minutes. Thank you again for joining in this evening. Again, I am Ultra Maximus, and where am I? Am I here? I'm around. Iced up, got a little ice on the shoulder. It's, trying trying to minimize my damages and stuff like that. Yeah, so hope y'all are good. And let's get this thing cracking. So, wow, what's up with my screen here? Something's going on. Yeah, let's go back to the other one for no, actually, it's not. Okay. There we go. Okay. That was wild. But you guys got the full screenshot of the change. So actually, you know what? Let's talk about this for a minute. So I kind of rearranged a little bit of my background because it was getting a little stale. So I had to put out the Metroplex. And if you guys don't know, Metroplex was one of the final Toys R Us exclusive Transformers from the 30th anniversary year. So it's you know, my wife and I were walking around, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to put this." I put it on pre-order, and I came and paid it off, and it was awesome, and you know, wonderful memories right there. So I reorganized some of my Transformers and some other things, and of course I moved some of the slabs around so you guys can see some slabs in the background. And there's a Power Master Optimus Prime above my head. So you guys know I'm a huge Transformers fan. It is what it is. But yeah, you know, got a lot of comics too, and I like a lot of other books, and this is why you trust me with my judgment. And we're going to right now talk about the books that are on final order cutoff. Because welcome to the secret variant. If you've never been here before, well, I go down the list of books that are on the final order cutoff for Diamond distribution as well as Lunar distribution. I try to make notations of dates, but of course for the Lunar distribution, what I do is a treat for you guys who follow a lot of the Independence and DC books, which I give you guys basically a little bit of extra time because Diamond doesn't finalize their list until Fridays, which makes it very, very hard to do a FOC show. And also right now, being Sunday night, it's a very crowded YouTube field, and I want to give a shout out to everybody who's also live right now, like, you know, I saw Newbie was live, so shout out to Newbie Comics. And check out the feature channel section, which I should be showing you a slide of, but I haven't shown you that slide yet. But it's all good, everybody. Welcome to the secret variant. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. And we're going to talk about a whole bunch of good stuff that is going to be coming out. Now, of course, if we're talking about books that have not come out yet, there's going to be some spoilerific things because some of these books, of course, are the next issue. So if you haven't read last week's issues, sometimes there may be a follow-up issue that will be on this list. All right, but we're going to start it off with the Blaze Publishing, and this is where we get Marie Levette's Porcelain number 5. There's your cover A, and then there is your cover B. This one is your cover C, and then here is your Sabine Rich number 5 cover D, and again with the House of Secrets kind of trade dress swipe. And then there's your 10 copy Virgin incentive, your 20 copy Virgin incentive, and then your 30 copy incentive Virgin covers. Gotta finish it off for those. And then we're on to Aftershock, which is going to be shattering your expectations with a bunch of books like Chicken Devil number 3. And when I say bunch, I mean these two. Search for Who number 4 is going to be the only other book that they've got. That's going to finish it for them. Now, here's what I was talking about. So tomorrow, 11/29/2021, there will be final orders due for Ahoy Comics. If there was anything previously last week, I don't think there was, but final orders due for the book I'm about to show you is actually going to be 12/5, which is next Sunday. So there you are. My Bad number 3 is that one. And then, yeah, that's it for them. American Mythology Productions, the Robonic Stooges, Fantastic Fools, number 3. And there's the cover B animation cell. And then here is your cover C. Cover D. Just kidding, they're not showing the artwork for that one. And then starring Sonia Devereaux, Death Team 5, number 1. And then starring Sonia Devereaux, Violet Vixen, cover C cosplay. And then Willy's Wonderland prequel, number 1, hand-drawn sketch cover. And that's going to finish it up for them. Amigo Comics got, yep, you guessed it, Ice Cold Killed, back again. Let's get some orders in. get the thing to print. All right, Antarctic Press is trying us with Horror Comics number 8. Vampire Ninja, oh no, part 2 of 2. Oh, and I forgot to break her in between. Oh well. Archie. World of Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics. Number 11. Yeah, man. So thank you, Nola Nerd. And I believe it is because they tried to attempt a payout because you guys have been very generous with watching commercials and super chatting. And I didn't think it was going to happen as fast. And I was trying to get things in line with getting the LLC set up so I could set up a bank account, have all that stuff taken care of, my man. And then, of course, I got into that wonderful car accident, which is the reason why I've got 2 ice packs on my shoulder right now. But yeah, so I appreciate you, man. You really are making me up my game. So, Nola Nerd, again, I salute you, good sir, and I salute everybody else who did the direct support at my PayPal and stuff like that. You guys are great. Really, really appreciate it. Again, not required at all. Luis, thank you for joining. So, next up, we got Artists, Writers, and Artisans, which, of course, it's got a couple of good books coming out of this publishing house. I might have talked about a few of them here or there. Telepaths, number 4. But that's just some of the stuff that I read, right? Black Mask Studios, of course, giving us Godkiller Spider-Land number 2, cover A. And I think this is another pushback, because I'm pretty sure I've shown these covers before. Godkiller Spider-Land number 2, cover B, has got a 15 copy. There's also a third copy, which did not show the art. And then, of course, White number 6. And if you didn't have this one in on the first day the previous book dropped, chances of you getting it are probably slim to none. Allocated to 2,500 copies, just like they always are. And then the second print, I think, will be allocated to 10,000. But I think that's usually satisfying whatever's out there. So if you're lucky enough to get first print, there you go. There's people who are actually specking on this. I don't know why. I'm kidding. We know why. It's only 2,500 copies of it. It's basically like dropping a variant cover and then dropping the regular cover A week later. Floating World Comics. Apocalypse 5000. And this is your one shot. And of course, this was stuff that was due 11/28, I believe. This is actually a Lunar distribution, and I forgot to get the dating onto that slide, but I wanted to tell you about that one. Of course, I've shown it to you twice, though, so you should have saw it last week if you caught the secret variant back then. If you catch my shows, it's cool. If you don't, it's all right. You're here now. Battle Cats Volume 3, number 5. And then we've got Oni Press. Agritsuko Out of Office, number 2, cover A, by Hickey. Agritsuko Out of Office, number 2, cover B, by Murphy. That's going to finish it off. Nola Nerd, I can only imagine if it dealt with selling comic books and possibly a big website with an E in the front and a bay in the back. Rebellion. Best of 2000 ADs, once again, issue 3 and issue 4, both on Final Order Cutoff again. $8 cover price, though, so you know what's going on with that. And then, of course, here we come to Scout. So Scout, of course, had a couple of books that were on Final Order Cutoff at 11/28/2021 through Lunar Distribution, and this is Cult of Icarus, number 1. Murder Hobo Chaotic Neutral, number 4 of 4. And that's going to finish it off for the Scout stuff. And we're on to Scouts. 12/5/2021, which is Impossible Jones. Impossible Jones. 3 of 4. And then the Black Caravan Secrets, Providence of Secrets, Black Caravan imprint of Scout Comics doing their Providence of Secrets number 2 cover A. And then there is your 10 copy incentive or your 10 copy unlockable. All right. Sartorial Geek number 1. Winter 2022 is what it says. But, yeah, we'll see. Source Point Press is up next with their Boston Metaphysical Society Book of Demons one-shot. Second place, number 1, cover A. Second place, number 1, cover B. Twisted Haunted High-On's Curse of Green Book, number 2 of 4, cover A. Twisted Haunted High-On's Curse of... Twisted Haunted High-On's Curse of Green Book. See, tongue twisters, man. I'm trying to keep my eye on the chat and say what's up to everybody. And Uzumaki in the chat, man. Good to see you. And here we go. So, Twisted Haunted High-On's Curse of the Green Book, number 2, cover B. Wild Bullets, number 2. Yuki versus Panda. Ooh, Source Point got a lot of stuff. Double O. Titan Comics giving us Gun Honey number 3 going to a second printing. So, do people like this series? Do you read it? Is the question. Or do you just look at it? Because there's some good looking stuff that sells the book, I can see. But do you read it is the question. I'm reading it. Valiant Comics giving us another issue of Harbinger. So, okay, this is getting serious now. They've done 3 issues. I might have to actually read this and see where it's taking me. Because Harbinger was definitely that book that, like, was at that point, it came out, right around a certain age where I was, like, feeling that they were kind of like, some of the other comic books were for littler kids. And some of the older kids were coming in and older people were coming in and looking for those books. I was like, why do all these older people want these books? And that's what really intrigued me. So I went and obviously, tried to find some Harbinger stuff, and I couldn't find anything really except for like the post-Unity stuff. Like I found 1 issue before Unity. But there's your pre-order bundled edition. So let's go back and look at that one real quick. This is a wild-looking book, right? I don't know what's going on. There's a lot going on in that cover. That's why I was saying, like, I think it was that cover that had me when I was putting stuff together. I was like, man, I really should go check that out. So we're going to go check that out. See where it takes us. Vault, of course, got a bunch of books on the drop. This is Blue Flame, number 6. Got a cover A and a cover B for you. And then Human Remains, number 4, cover B. Oops. Radio Apocalypse, number 2, cover A. And Human Remains also had a cover A that I think I deleted the artwork for on accident. But there's a cover A for that one, too. Zenoscope, Rise of the Jinn, number 2. And then here's your cover B. And then we're on to Boom. And guess what, everybody? There's going to be a short FOC. I'll tell you why. You'll find out why. You're going to be like, what? Really? One of our publishers does not have anything on FOC this week. That's amazing, isn't it? Eat the Rich, giving us cover A and cover B. Eat the Rich number 5 is got a cover C, which is going to be your 1 in 10. This is also a pushback from last week. Here's your 1 in 25 variant as well. House of Slaughter also was pushed back from last week. So I've shown you all these, but you know what they did do? They were like, oh wait, we messed up on the 1 incentive variant, so we're going to show that artwork and correct it, and then here is your Walta artwork. So last week they showed the Infante artwork in both spots, but don't forget there's also going to be this unlockable variant, and these unlockable variants are actually 1 per store. So if your store orders a absolute crap ton of copies, the 1 per store is going to be the 1. If your store doesn't order a ton of copies and they don't have any of the high incentives, well, the 1 per store is still going to be probably the 1. So make sure you're checking your stores once these do hit. Maw, number 4. And then here is your cover B by Howl. Your 10 copy. And then your 25 copy. And that's going to finish it up for Boom. Okay, we're on a Dark Horse. Black Hammer Reborn, number 7. Black Hammer, number 7's got a Ward cover. And then, I don't think it's Christian Ward, though. Might be. Is that Christian Ward? Nah, I don't think it is. Lantern Club, I have to go back and look at it again. It's something I should have researched, huh? Probably did. Just, I got a lot going on. My shoulder hurts really bad tonight. Hellboy Silver Lantern Club, number 3. And then Joy Operations, number 2, cover A. There's your cover B. Stranger Things, Tomb of Yabuen, number 4, got a cover A. Cover B by Simone DeMeo. And then Gorham giving us the C cover. Dave collects in the house. Good to see you, my man. Don't worry, you made it. It's short and sweet, and you can get back to your own little, your own thing, whatever you got going on, my man. But good to see you in the live chat. Subscriber mode only, so you ain't gonna have to ban nobody this evening, I'm thinking, sir. But there's always hope, right? I think one time when the last time I had to ban somebody, you were in the chat early and you were wrenched, but then you had to dip out for something, and I ended up having to ban somebody. It was pretty fun though. But I don't want you to lose out on that opportunity if it comes your way. Stranger Things got a cover D though, of course, like I was saying, and they're all really, really cool as far as like Goonies homages, I think, right? All right, Dynamite. And you guys know Dynamite's got a ton of books. Guess what else? Dynamite also had Army of Darkness 1979 pushed a week back. So I showed you these covers last week. And we talked about this one, the Andy Warhol with Ash. And then, of course, Ash with his boomstick by Yoon. And then you know what also I said last week? I was like, no FOC variants. Oh, man, it's one of those things, but let me show you what's going on here. So here's your cover F, right? And then here's your cover G, which is your Yoon. And then here's your H, Matina, right? There's your cover I, Limited Soydom, and shout out to the thumbnail of the evening. And then cover J, which is Limited Virgin, and then your Matina Limited Virgin. And then we've got the FOC McFarlane homages that nobody asked for. But it's got a ton of gore on the end of his chainsaw, and yeah. So here we go. There's your 7-copy FOC incentive, and then here's your 11-copy black and white variant of the McFarlane homage. So remember how they milked everybody dry on those TMNT homages? Wow, they're not done yet. Army of Darkness also then has a 21-copy incentive Yoon variant. Barbarella number 6 got a cover A by Perillo, but they didn't have the artwork shown for us. But Derek Chu, wow. Barbarella cover C by Cohen, and then cover D by Selena, and then here is your cover E cosplay. Cover F is your 10-copy incentive by Perillo. Well, Lewis, man, let me tell you, and I'm pretty sure that this has been a different cover here before, right? Like Barbarella card variant. I think I've called that one out before. Can't remember, but. This is the tentacle stuff that Lucas is talking about on Drunken Chat. And then there's the black and white Derek Chu. And then there is the limited version by Perillo, which we don't have the artwork for. And then here's the Derek Chu limited version variant. The Cohen limited version. Oh, yeah, look. Oh, there you go. There is your McFarlane homage. And then here is your Mazubakov original variant, and then your Selena Virgin, and then here is your incentive by McFarlane homage. Cover Q, your 15-copy FOC incentive, Mazubakov Virgin, and then here's your 21-copy FOC incentive cosplay. Which these two, what's going on, right? Well, anyway, Vengeance of Vampirilla number 25, cover A by Perillo. The cover B by Ben Oliver was not shown. The cover C was neither, but you know what? The cosplay right there for you. 10 copies going to be a Segoviva, and then the 20 copies going to be the cosplay. 25 copies going to be the Oliver in black and white, and then there's going to be an Oliver tint at 30 copies. Perillo's going to give you a limited virgin variant. Oliver's going to give you a limited virgin variant. And then, oh, I told you they were going to milk you. Oh, yeah, that's right. Double O. Lucas is always talking about those tentacles on Drunken Chat. That is for sure. But Vengeance of Vampirilla, of course, got a FOC homage. And then, of course, you know what they're going to show you in 11 copies of that FOC stuff. Now, the FOC stuff does not count towards other incentives, though. You know that it only counts towards the FOC incentives, which is always weird to hear the LCS talk about that, because they're always like, man, it's so hard to order some of these. And they're not wrong. Vengeance of Vampirilla 25 cover M 7 copy FOC incentive. And then Vengeance of Vampirilla 25 got a cover N 11 copy FOC incentive by McFarlane. All right, and then there's going to be another 11 copy FOC incentive, and then there's going to be yet another one. It's a 15 copy FOC incentive by Perillo, and that's going to wrap it up for this here. And my dog needs to lay down and wait, and if he needs to go out and go to the potty, he's going to have to wait for Daddy to get done doing his show. Okay? Coming up in here. So, okay, here we go, everybody. IDW Entertainment, and of course, this is not the publisher that doesn't have anything on FOC, which would be weird, right? My Little Pony Generations, however, is giving you an issue number 3, cover A, got a cover B, and then, of course, they got a 10-copy incentive for you as well. Sonic the Hedgehog, number 47's got a cover A, got a cover B, and then the cover C is your 10-copy incentive, but, of course, they didn't show the cover B artwork. Star Wars Adventures 2021 continues on with issue number 13, cover A by Frank Avia, which is actually a really, really good Rake and BB-8 variant. And then, of course, here's your cover B, which is a really good Darth Vader variant. And then there's your 10-copy incentive by Frank Avia. Beast Wars number 11 got a cover A. Pretty decent-looking cover B as well. And then there's Rat Trap holding on to the retail incentive copy, which is your 10-copy incentive. Now, this is a really, really wicked-looking Jetfire Shatterglass variant cover. So that's also a homage to an older book. So thank you, Alex Milne. And then here's another shot of everybody who's wondering what's going on. Yeah, that's another good Megatron, right? That's a Megatron variant from the Shatterglass universe where he's basically the good guy. And then here is your 10-copy incentive by Sarah Petrie de Rocher from good old Canada. And that's going to wrap it up for them. And then we're at Image Comics. And we've got Deep Beyond number 11. Cover B by Mirka Andolfo, which is probably going to be very spoilerific, which is the reason why they didn't show you the artwork for that one. But as you know, these are actually pushbacks from last week as well. Echolands, number 5, cover A. Echolands, number 5, cover B. Echolands Raw Cut Edition, number 4. So, Echolands Raw Cut Edition, number 4. Gunslinger Spawn. Number 3, cover A, which is pretty cool, right? Then the cover B by Booth is not shown, but the Girl Scouts Stone Ghost number 2, cover A. And then here is your 25 copy incentive. Hellcop number 3 got a cover A for you, but they moved the Play Demon variant up from cover C to cover B, which is pretty cool, right? But then they were like, yeah, you know what? Whilce Portacio, let's get you to do some some pencils and McFarlane ink your stuff. And if you guys don't know, one of the reasons why I think Whilce Portacio is perfect for this kind of genre, if you've ever read, there's a 2-part maxi series deluxe edition books from Marvel dealing with Fin Fang Foom and some other stuff, and it's called The Legion of Night. And if you've ever seen it, Whilce Portacio's art is amazing in that. And when Whilce Portacio took over Uncanny X-Men, issue 281, man, I don't think you guys know that some of us really, really love that version of Archangel, that his renditions of him. Just really, really good artwork. That's what it was all about. And then, of course, I loved his book Wetworks. But he's got a C cover and a D cover, and I thought it was an incentive, but Lucas says that sketch variant is open order as of right now. So Get on that before they change their mind. Ice Cream Man, of course, giving you issue number 27 with a very weird-looking roach cover. And then, of course, here's your Ice Cream Man 27 cover B. Manifest Destiny number 45. Mirka Andolfo's Sweet Paprika number 6. And this is your cover A. That's your not cover B, and your not cover C, and your not cover D, and your not cover E. But there's a whole bunch of those. And the E is going to be the not safe for work variant, as they like to call it. Nita Hawes, Nightmare Blog number 3, cover A. Nita Hawes, Nightmare Blog number 3, cover B. Radiant Black, number 11, cover A. Radiant Black, number 11, cover B. Radiant Black, number 11, cover C, 25 copy incentive by Gibson. And then Stray Dogs, Dog Days, number 1, cover A, Forstner and Flex. Cover B, which is your horror movie variant. And then you know what they did? They were like, oh, let's throw in a 50 copy incentive for you here. So for you Stray Dogs people, good luck to you on this one. Because this is probably going to be a tougher squeeze for a lot of your shops, since it's the original Stray Dogs is over, but are people still going to be chasing this one? Probably. Peter Parker's Pants, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. That Texas Blood number 13, and then Time Before Time number 8, cover A. And there's your cover B. And then we're on to Two Moons number 8, cover A. And then there's your cover B for that one. That's a wicked looking cover, though. I'll give them that. That's going to finish it off for Image. Final orders due for DC next week, and then we'll take a look at what they just finished off with. Arkham City, Order of the World, I'm sorry. Number 4, cover A. And then the Bartel card stock variant cover. So for all you Jen Bartel fans, here you go. Bartel, unfortunately, did not do a cover for Batgirls, cover A, but that was Jorge Corona. And then this cardstock variant cover, right? Pretty cool. And then Rian Gonzalez is back on the 1-25 duty. She's also on the 1-25 incentive for issue number 3. Looks like she's going to do the 1-25s for those books, which would be pretty cool. And I'm glad to see Rian Gonzalez getting that kind of artwork presence. Batman number 119, cover A. Batman 119 got a cover B by Matina. And then here's your 125 incentive by Dan Hipp. 1-50 incentive by Jock, however. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 10 of 12. Batman Urban Legends number 11. Jorge Molina on the cover A. And then, of course, check out this Bat Dog. This is wicked. So for all of you German Shepherd lovers, for all of you dog lovers, for just animal lovers in general, this is not a stray dog right here, unless Batman got himself a stray and turned him into Bat Dog, which would be pretty cool. Be a pretty cool story, right? Batman Urban Legends, if they actually cover that topic. But then, of course, not to be outdone with a dog on one cover, then to put cats on another. Black Manta number 5, cover A. And then Sanford Green absolutely murking it right here with this one. Crushing Lobo, final issue of the 8-issue miniseries. And then, you know what? They didn't show any cover B or incentives for that one. And then Dark Knights of Steel number 3 of 12, which is your cover A by Yasmin Putri. But then here's your Joshua Middleton cardstock variant. And then Yasmin giving us a 1-25 incentive, and they're calling this one the character sheet cardstock variant. DC Horror presents Soul Plumber number 4 of 6, cover A. And then the cover B. Weird looking stuff right there, right? Eating planets. Detective Comics 1047 got a cover A. Got a cover B by Bermejo. And then there's a 25 copy incentive cardstock for you as well. Oh, but wait. The Simone DeMeo 1-50 secret cardstock variant cover. And what's going on this cover here? Detective Comics 1048 cover B. Wait. It's 1047 cover D, which is weird because they didn't show a cover A for 1048, but they have a 1048 125. Green Lantern cover A by Bernard Chang. And this is for issue 10. And then here is your cover B by Alan Quad. This is your cardstock variant cover. Hardware Season 1, number 6 of 6 as your cover A. And they didn't show your cover B or any incentives. Harley Quinn, the animated series, the Eat, Bang, Kill tour, number 5 of 6 in print. Of course, I think you can read this one digitally already. But there's your issue 5 of 6, and they didn't show the B cover for that one yet. And then I Am Batman number 5 got the cover A by Ken Lashley, cover B by Matina. And then the 1 in 25 incentive is your cardstock variant as well. This Joker cover is wild, right? Joker number 11, cover B. So they didn't show the cover A to open, but the cover B by Jimmy Chung. Wicked. And then Cal News cardstock variant for cover C. Also not too shabby. You know, Nate, I've also said the same thing, and then there's been a lot of nothing burgers in some of them too. They're just, using it to try to drive orders. Joker presents a puzzle box number 6 of 7, cover A by Chip Zdarsky. And then Joker presents puzzle box number 6 of 7, cover B by Miguel Mendona. Oh, I'm sorry, Miguel. I messed up your name. I'm just gonna say, Miguel, your art rocks. That's a wicked looking cover. Justice League Incarnate number 3. And then the Justice League Infinity number 7 of 7. Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes number 1 of 6 got a cover A. And then it didn't show a cover B or anything else. Probably going to be some incentives on that one because it's the number 1, but we'll find out probably more in the middle of the week when they jam the rest of this list down our throats. Newbie and the Amazons, number 4 of 6. And then, of course, here's your cover B, your Brittany Williams cardstock variant. And then the One Star Squadron, number 2. Pennyworth, number 6. Robin and Batman, number 3. And then Robin and Batman, number 3, got the cover B by Raphael Albuquerque. Suicide Squad number 11 got a cover A for you. And then here is your cover B, Maguire cardstock variant cover. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow number 7. And then Woman of Tomorrow number 7's cover B. Superman, Son of Kal-El number 7. No other covers shown. Titans United number 5 got a cover B. So they didn't show the cover A. And yeah, so like on the previous ones in the background, it is showing Hawk and Dove. So it's like all the Titans are getting their own like little cover. And then Wonder Woman 783 cover A by Terry Dodson and Rachel Dodson. And then, so they didn't show the cover Bs or anything like that. And then, of course, World of Krypton number 2 of 6 cover A. And then cover B. So that's going to finish it off for the DC stuff that's going to be on final orders due next Sunday. They're probably going to jam some other books on that list, obviously, with them missing a whole bunch of them. But sometimes they don't add those. But you know what? Let's talk about the stuff that they finalized for 11/28/2021 that you might still be able to sneak into your LCS and be like, hey, add this to my list and see if they can still get it for you. Hopefully they can do so. May the odds forever be in your favor. And, of course, Action Comics has given us 1038 cover A, and then the Barbarian, and we had a lot of jokes about this one on Drunken Chat on Friday night. You guys should go check out that episode. Aquaman Deep Arrow. Aquaman Green Arrow Deep Target, I'm sorry. Number 3 of 7, there's your cover A. Here's your cover B by John Boy Myers. There's your Batman 89 number 5, cover A by Joe Quinones. And then here's your cover B by Adam Hughes. DC versus the Vampires, of course, cover A by Otto Schmidt. And then here's your cover B by Francesco Mattina. And then Deathstroke Incorporated, number 4. cardstock variant cover. Detective 1046. And then there's your Bermeo cardstock variant cover of that one. And then a 25 copy incentive. Harley Quinn number 10, cover A by Riley Rossmo. And then the Derek Chu cardstock variant cover. And then another friend of Lucas is over on Drunken Chats, where he told her to do the artwork and send it and see what will happen. And look at what happens when you give it the full send. Right? Good stuff, right, everybody? All right, so that's actually a wicked looking one on 25, and I'm sure that's going to be a pretty big Harley cover for the Harley fans. Icon and Rocket Season 1, number 6 of 6. They didn't show the cover B. And then Robin number 9, cover A, Simone DeMeo. And then the Robin number 9, cover B, Francis Manipul cardstock variant. The Champ, huh? And then the cover C, which is your 25 copy incentive by Crystal Kong. Superman 78, number 5 of the 6-issue miniseries, cover A. And then here's your cover B by Jamal Campbell, and that absolutely rocks. And then Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 5, getting a second print. Number 6, cover A, John Timms. Number 6, cover B by Inyuk Lee. And Venom making a crossover onto Kal-El's leg. Task Force Z, number 3, with the Deathlock variant also coming over from the Marvel side of things and crashing this DC list of books. I'm just kidding. That's Deadshot being revived. Apparently Deadshot's dead. Probably got Suicide Squad in somewhere. Task Force Z, number 3, cover B. And then Task Force Z, cover C for issue 3. 1 of 25 incentive with Mr. Freeze. Teen Titans Academy number 10, cover A by Rafa Sandoval, and then of course your 10 copy your cover B, which is your cardstock variant for issue number 10. So more Red X to go on and go around, and guess what, everybody? It's going to wrap it up for the secret variant this week. You know why? Marvel doesn't have anything on FOC this week. I know it's so strange, but these are probably books that are going to be in stores right around the time of New Year's. So I don't know if Diamond Distribution's little ransomware situation has anything to do with it. It might, but I can only speculate as to that. So don't take that as news reporting. But you know what? Please stand by for some news. And that, of course, is subscribe. Make sure you are tuned into the next episode of this channel, whatever it might be that I might be dropping. You never know what show I'm going to be doing. But if you know the days, you probably know a few of them. And right now, you guys are, of course, watching the secret variant, which goes down typically on Sundays. The Ultra Box giveaway is a fantastic approach to comic book community YouTube rewarding for the work that you guys have done. And wait till you see what I've got in mind for something going on for when I hit 5,000 subscribers, huh? All right, so make sure you're telling your good friends about us here. Make sure you're telling your LCS about us, because, of course, they can probably use a second set of eyes on their FOC orders. And, of course, subscribing to this channel does wonders for your comic book collection, sometimes not so much for your wallet, especially if you're watching Drunken Chat and you see any of the spec matrices that I've done in the past there. Matrices, as far as the correct pronunciation. Shout out to You Promised Me Comics for that, of course, wonderful name. Spec matrices. But the Ultra Maximus speculation matrix is, of course, basically where you get inside my mind and you figure out a little bit about the stuff that I know about comics, which I don't know. It might be good, might be worth something. But don't forget to check out the Featured Channels playlist in this channel's Featured Channel section. Next episode of the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, of course, is going to be on Wednesday. Subscribe to the channel for that one as well, because that's a very informative show. And shout out to all my friends killing it over there on Whatnot. Big Leg doing big old charity auctions and stuff. Mighty Mel V doing crushing stuff. Rob from Rob's Comics. Foreign Man exclusive, Yeezy Yee. All these dudes doing good things over there and giving away good stuff. So, well, they're not giving it away, of course. They're auctioning it off, but shout out to you guys doing good stuff over there. Follows, of course, always appreciated over here on Facebook, on IG, and on Twitter. Those are 3 places that you can stalk me if you really choose to do so. And I get a little bit real and a little bit funny sometimes. So, it's always appreciated. And, of course, if you tag me in anything newsworthy on any platform, I do appreciate it. And I love talking to you guys about these things. And I do want to say thank you for watching. Short week with no Marvel, right? It's kind of crazy. But I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure, again, you are subscribed to the channel. Leave me a comment below if you're watching on the rewind. And, of course, don't forget to like and share the video. And I'll see you guys next week, of course.